Yo, this is a very basic timing map tutorial. First change your project frame rate. I would edit in 18 FPS. I actually left in 24 and I can't change it back. But find your sound. Mark your beats. I'm using this. As you can see, I have my beats marked. And then after thinking, I feel like doing an operator pullback, push in, and then fire would be good. So press Alt when dragging your clip in. I'm using your clip from the Duber Clipback B9. Right click, change clip speed, and then change this to whatever the frame rate is. So as you see, my clip is 600. Change this to 600 as well. So go to playback, render cache, put on smart. Okay, it'll be helpful. If you don't see anything up here, right click and press render cache color output. Oh wait. Okay, so for the remap, I really like this part. So the motion starts right here, so I don't want that part. I'll end it here, okay? This is gonna be something called as a 3-point. For next part, I want the operator pullout. Wait, hold up. Screw that part. Okay, so, sticking with the original plan, right? I know this section of this. We'll take this part, pull back. So I think right here, and then push, and get 2 frames of scoping minimum. Okay, you don't need this part. Then find the shoot part. Wait, this is the wrong section. Wait. Okay. Okay, so next, we have that part. You don't need that. Remember, the clips don't have to line up because, like, anyways, they'll match. So I'll do shoot from this part because it's almost impossible to tell the difference. It's like the same position. And it's lined up. Okay. Now I want you to drag them back and just line up each part as is with the marker. If one doesn't line up, it's okay. Just keep it under for now. Okay. Go into Fusion page, right click. I have no bind to F, so that's fine. Ignore that. That's a bug of my PC. Shift space, and then just put in TST for time stretcher. Okay. This is basically how you can time remap. So I'll give you a breakdown. So keyframe is, I'm pretty sure you should know what a keyframe is. If you don't, search it up. It's just like at one point in time and what frame it's at. So I'm gonna start 0, 0 here, okay? And you won't see anything move. That's totally okay. I go here and whatever's in the bottom over here, like 250. I'm gonna copy that. And then it's hard to tell if it's motion, but there is motion. So now, if you open up a graph, it should look like this. However, go back into your timeline and zoom a little. Go back by, hold up. Go back by 2 frames. Perfect. Okay, sorry, my thing's a little slow. It's a 3-point, right? Where's the peak of animation? Kind of. I feel like this is right. Like it's unnoticeable. Okay, screw that. Just okay. So, my graphs. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see better. I actually make it flatter. Okay. I click this button, and then I hit Control, and I scroll wheel down once, just so the graph is smaller. So, when moving the points, I hold Control, because for example, let's say you have 2 points here. Okay, if you don't hit Control, the other side also moves. But if you hit Control, only one side moves. Okay, so select all of it, press F for flatten or S for smooth, and Control. And I like to drag this up a little. Okay, forward, and then this down. And let's just see how that looks. That doesn't look bad right now. Let's just delete the split it here, and if we look at our time remap, let's hit this to go to the end, and we can see our keyframes off a little, so let's line it back up. And then let's do this clip now. F again, or open Fusion. Same general thing, TST node. Sorry, it's a little bit slow, my mouse is bugged so it doesn't move properly. And then I'm going to enter the end frame for 25. And this one's kind of different, okay? Because in velocity, 275 goes here. Alright. 425 goes here, okay? You want to get like at least 2 frames in. I saw 2 frames somewhere, just get at least 2 frames in. You can also split this and delete this. So let's just go 1, 2. Okay, that's 2. And then I mean, you don't really have to get the motion in. And then I just freaking like do that, some shit like that. It looks really weird, this graph. It's okay. This part you can do the same thing, just standard velocity. Go down. Let's see how it looks. So if Davinci, yeah, Davinci lets blue. If it helps, just go to your render tab and just play it back from here. It'll go back frame in the render. It's a bit fast in my opinion. So if your graphs are, if it's too fast, just this curve part right here is gonna matter. Like this flat part is like it's gonna be the same towards the end, right? Like you see, there's barely any motion, but here towards the curvy part, there's a lot more motion. So right, just drag that down a little. You can drag that back a little. I go with the song. I go with much looser graphs sometimes. It depends on the song. That's much better actually. This part's a hard part for me. You have to find an end for your clips. So like, here, let's just say here I'm gonna put like a 3D scene or something. Like if you do 3D, just so end the okay, so this part's weird because look, your clip is longer than, it's like shorter than what the actual length you want it to be. So this one, just think about it logically. So for example, add time stretcher node, go to start of your clip, put 0, end of your clip. You can go end for this one because it's fine. 400, right? Okay, now you have your 2 keyframes set. If you click this button, So now drag this back, and then now as you see, if you go to the end, click this button, you see, oh, my playhead marker is over here. So what you can do, highlight this one, hold shift. If you ever want to move a keyframe but only want it to move either up or to the side, hold shift. So hold shift, and I'm gonna drag it so it's right on top. Okay. Now with kills, there's something called 3-point velocity, which helps kind of make your video more on point, like proper. It gives it like a less linear feel, kind of smoother, kind of. You'll see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We'll go 3 frames back, and this frame is when you want to look for the peak of your action. So let's start from down here. We have the gun shoot, and where the gun's the highest. The gun starts dipping here, so I think this is the highest. Yeah, you kind of have to find a good point. It's weird. It's weird. For sheriffs, I know like 3-point. You always have the high point when the little flat the thing that you hold, push your finger down and back flattens. I don't have a good example for that. Watch Rathan's tutorial for sheriff. I feel like this is too fast. I mean, again, it's like some trying experimenting, see how it feels. Yeah, again, that's still too fast for my liking. So I'm gonna drag this point down, I'm gonna drag this point back a little. That's better. If you're editing 18 FPS, like honestly, it's gonna feel more rigid. I like it for that reason. I don't like 24 FPS. Yeah, your graphs look really weird. It's okay, just find something that looks good. Too slow now. Think that might be good. Alright, that's it for velocity. I'll do pan crop as well. Okay, so I'm not gonna do shakes because my shakes are really bad, but this is generally how you want to align your thing. Alright, so I'm gonna add tracks. Okay, I'm gonna add like 6 tracks. Okay, so you might be wondering why I'm adding so many. This is where I like to organize stuff. So I'm always gonna drag the audio down a little. You never need audio that big until you get to the SFX part of your edit. So now I have 9 tracks, okay? So I'm gonna put one adjustment clip here, and I'm gonna split it. Be careful, be sure to highlight just the song when you split, and Control B to split on Windows. And then here, and then I'm gonna delete this. So I'm gonna highlight just the adjustment clips section, and I'm gonna go hit Alt, and drag this up, and do it again, and then take this, actually, put it up here. I'll explain why, okay? So this section is for this top layers is for your exposures and blurs. This middle layer is kind of for your pan crop. I like to always make mine pink, just something I differentiate. Okay, my composite you always have to put below your shakes, pan crop, and exposure / blurs, because like all of these, remember, they stack on top of each other. So if your composite kind of combines with your main clip, you want the shakes and pan crop to be applied to it. I put this one at lime always, and then also be sure highlight all of them, right click, and press render cache color output. Something weird with adjustment clips is if you add effects to them, it doesn't change the render cache, so your PC will be rendering it in real time, which is really hard for it to do. So first go into this one, okay, and you can just control space and press search up transform XF. Okay. What I like to do is usually you do the in-out pattern or out-in pattern. Depends on where you start. Don't be afraid to do out-out. You'll see what I mean, okay? So, this one, I feel like since the character is pulling the gun back, we should go out. So, we'll start in somewhat. So, I like to put my pan crop not too high. Like, I've seen some people go up to, like, 1.7 and stuff. I don't... Mine's very situational. It depends. And go back here and put this, like, 0.5 or something, okay? You just don't want it to zoom out fully, like, to the edges. I know some people do. I personally don't. Usually. Sometimes I will. I don't care, okay? So again, you'll have the same graph, except this time, instead of the points being like, going this way, it goes this way, as a negative slope. Same thing applies to it, except from what I've heard, your pan crop usually has to be much looser compared to your velo. So I'm again, hold control. I'm gonna drag it down. I'm gonna make a general graph that looks like. Let's just copy my graph. I feel that this is actually kind of low, so 1.45. That's pretty good. Next one, let's go here. So, this one, notice how, the first flip, okay, notice how we went out, from in to out, right? This is where I go from out to in. So, again, 1.05, keyframe, and for my in values, I don't like it to be too high. This part, yeah, it's kind of confusing, it's just, if you want, like, look at the section without the, look at the section without the scope, okay? And see how it looks. So maybe I'll put mine at 1.2. 1.2 seems too far in, so I'll put mine at 1.16 maybe? 1.1525. Yeah. I just want to get the hand in, honestly. That's good enough, I'd say. We'll tweak it later and see how it feels. Okay, this one is like your time structure graph, except again, looser. It's not 3-pointed either. I don't know people who 3-point their velo. I pan crop, it's weird that 3-point velo in my opinion. We'll make the graph like this. I think we can go way more in at this one. You know? Okay, 1.25. That's a lot in my opinion, but then again, it's what it looks like so far. Change it to how you want it to look. Control A to bring up all points. So, this one, okay. So we went out and out. So back to my point, right? Let's say you have two sheriff shots right next to each other. You can... Okay, basically, if you have two sheriff shots next to each other, some people, like, it's not point to do, like, in, out, right? Because, like, you're doing two actions, and you want there to be, like, more motion, right? Like, impact, kind of, like, in, out. So, you don't really have to be scared of the fact to use, like, two out pan crops. You could just use, like... Yeah, you can use two outs. You don't have to always follow the rule. Like, sure, sometimes it's logical, like, for ops and stuff like this. But, like, then again, it's what looks good, so, like, just kind of believe in yourself type shit. Yeah, okay, so, open your adjustment clip. We're gonna do out for this one, because it's impact. For impact, like, gunshots, I always do out. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do, like, in for it, except, 78 for never. Or 78 never, I forgot. Search him up. He's Xander. He made the edit burden. It's really good. So for this one, keyframe start end. Oh, start and end. And this one, I always like. This one we did like the previous clip, the start. We did like 1.55. This one I like to go slightly deeper. Like honestly, I'll do 1.75 because I'm feeling nice. So like this again, and then drag this point out a little, and then bring it up a little. I don't like how that looks. Look at that real quick. I feel like this one can be much more impactful. Like, I don't... It feels too shallow. Then let's tweak the graph a little. Okay, that's it for that. I guess we'll do blurs and exposures. I don't want to do shakes, because shakes are just bad. Here, I'll try shakes. It's gonna be really bad. Keyframe in description or type of thing if you don't want, if you just want to skip the section. For impact, dissolve shake. Dissolve shake. You need sapphire for this, by the way. Give it a second while it loads. Connect that. Shift drag if you want to line it up in the line. Okay. Anyways, so for this one, always do this 0.32 and keyframe the start. At the end of your clip, bring it back. Hold up. No. Sorry, this is pull out. Okay. Do S shake. As you can see, it's gonna look very impactful. What I like to do is usually high amplitude or low frequency, or high frequency, low amplitude. That's how I know it. So I'll do frequency of 5 and amp of like 2, I think, because I don't know how shakes work. Seed is basically how like your shake looks, kinda. You always want to change it, okay? So let's get into tilt, the X, Y, and tilt shake. I don't use Z shake. I don't use any of this stuff here. So for the Y random amp, I like to bring that down to about like 0.2. For X random amp, I like to... This one, there's like more X movement, so I'll keep it slightly higher. Like 0.3. Okay. And then seed, from what I know, I think it has to be like the opposite side. Like the motion's going from like here, the center, to this side. So I think you want this shake to like kind of reflect on that side. Let's just see how it looks. I'll see both ways. Shift S. Again, this is like a very similar shade, like graph to your pan crop, like. Yeah, we need some tilt shake actually. Hold up. For tilts, right? Change your random amp a little. I don't like to make mine too high. I'll actually boost these values a little. I don't like. Hold up. I never do high freak, but I feel like this needs it. I'll come back to that after a second. Okay, next clip, next part. This one's going inside, so again, S shake. I don't use S shake though. Search up J. Rousey, Davinci Resolve Edit Pack. He has like a bunch of preset shakes. This one has most of the stuff already done, like stuff I like. But again, you change some stuff like 2.5, put 5.5 to that. Keyframe this, drag it back. This one's going in. I'll reduce that. Okay, seed, right? So if it's actions going this way, we want opposite to be this way. Make a good tilt as well. This does not. Yeah, wait, hold up. This actually might work. Hold up. Okay, same thing. just get the now let's look at it. Yo, this is so bad. Okay, wait, just try that maybe? So it's like... It can be worse. Next one. Okay, this part I use as dissolve shake. Okay, it's gonna be different because you'll see. As you can see, you have something called dissolve amount, dissolve speed. Things you don't have, however. I lucky forgot, but just dissolve speed. Keyframe this at 0.32. You don't want that to be any higher because I'll show you. If you go any higher, if you notice the image, you start getting like these transparent things. You don't want the 0.32 is like the max. I guess you could do 0.33. I don't know. I like to be safe a little. Dissolve speed. Leave that. Frequency is way too high. I like to do like I'll do 3.5 for this edit. And for amp, this is where you could have some fun. You don't keyframe amp actually, interestingly. I will do a 4.2 amp. Kinda high, but then again, do you really care? Put like a little amp of like 2 or something. Yeah, 2. Y random amp, I'll keep it at like 0.4. X random amp. This is less X motion, so I'll keep it like pretty high, I guess. Actions going here, so render faster, please. Holy shit, that is horrible. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fine. Don't copy my shakes. Learn it from Duper. Okay. Blurs and exposures. First off, get yourself a Clark Tractor or BC node. I don't really care. Sometimes I use XGlow for my thing. I don't know. It just depends how it looks, kind of. For minor impact, keyframe gain. For minor impact, I'll do like 0.05 or something. I think maybe 0.08 be fine. And then bring it back down to 1. You know, screw you know 1.1. I don't like doing that high. I don't keyframe this actually, unless my clip is like, unless the actual thing is like a whole ass second, or like 10. Just you don't need to graph it, kind of. Yeah, just leave it. Next, this is a reactor plugin. You need to have reactor, and if you have reactor, you need Davinci Resolve Studio, or you can downgrade to a version like 19 or lower, and you get access to reactor for free. And just search a reactor online, you'll find it. Keyframe defocus size. Keyframe again. Bring that to 0. This is a minor impact, so I'll do like 1.9, I guess. I like this one. Again, it depends on personal preference. I like this one. I always max out my image gamma because, like, you know, why not? Okay, I actually don't like what's next. 2.2. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. In fact, if you're lazy, just kind of drag it over and just reopen this and then just yeah, it lined up. Okay, perfect. Just change up the like your point kind of. So like this one I'll do point I'll do point 09 I guess. Not that it make a difference. But defocus gamma. This one's kind of building up, so I'm trying to blur up to like 0.6. Something, yeah. And then we get to do this again, because why not? Color corrector. Yeah, this one's where it gets interesting. I can do like 0.2, 0.25, I guess. Just, it's much higher than usual because like oh wait, go back to this one. Sorry. Basically, since the previous clip was slightly shorter, the keyframes are off by a little bit at the end. Holy shit, this mouse is so bad. So let's just do that. Let's drag it back. And if we go to start, they should line up. Perfect. Okay. Oh, let's do the same for this one actually. Let's see, star matches. The ends, unfortunately, do not match for this one. What is this? This line. Why does Gamma have a... Why does Gamma have a keyframe? Okay, I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, this one you can... I honestly slap it at like 6 or something. Okay. And now let's see how it looks. I feel like the gain can be turned up a little, including a defocus. Actually, defocus is so low in my opinion. Let's do 0.175 here. This one as well. We could do like 1.065. Defocus again. Let's turn up to like 3. For this part, let's just turn the color. Let's just turn this up to like 1.355. I don't even know, man. Okay, let's test out the shake thing. So, I feel like the shake has to be that side, right? I feel like it'd be more logical if it goes the other way, like up, kind of. Let's try this. Hold on, I'm actually... So you can study this rendering frame by frame. And that should be it. Okay, so, next part. This is the part where I am really bad at. It's color correcting, so instead of color correcting, I'm gonna show you something cool you can do. So alt click this, drag it down, right click, reset fusion composition, then open this in fusion. And then, what I like to do is search up something called S-Flicker. Right, okay. I like to... I think I turned the amp... Hold up, I'm not sure what I do with amp. I think it's just frequency I change. Oh, right, I do turn the amp down. I feel like the flicker's too fast. Like, it's just too much of it going on. All of this is like 18 maybe. See how that looks? So I feel like this is still a little too high. Drag that down. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Okay, that seems pretty fun. Okay, now, I don't like to teach this part in one tutorial, but, just check the next video.